Hi, fifth graders. I want to take a few seconds to look at the same encyclopedia about chocolate, but take a look at the table of contents and the index. So the table of contents is always at the front of the book, and it always lists the contents of the book in the order that it appears in the book. So it's going to list them all in order, and it's going to give you either their page numbers, or in the case of an ebook, it's just going to often hyperlink to the appropriate section. So you don't have to flip through an entire book to find the area that you want to read. You just need to look at the table of contents because remember, these are reference books. They're not meant to be read cover to cover. We just jump around to the places that interest us or that pertain to our research. So I'm going to scroll through the table of contents right now until I find, okay, I want to do vegan chocolate. So I'm going to click, if this were a print book, I would just have to look for the page number and then go to that page. But then we hop all the way down to the appropriate section for vegan chocolate. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you is the index. The index is always at the back of the book, and this lists every single subject that the book talks about and in alphabetical order with its corresponding page numbers. So you can see here there's a lot more in this index than there is in the table of contents. That's because even the smallest, or no, the subjects that have the maybe only one or two sentences about them in the encyclopedia could still be listed in the back here. So let's see. We want to read about Karen Brooks. And so you see, we find her name and then the page number that she's mentioned on. If this was a print book, I would have to flip through to page 334, but instead we can hyperlink, and you just then have to search for the subject that you're looking for on that page. So it might not be highlighted, which is one of the reasons it's so important to have an index. So now you have an idea. Hopefully, this is a reminder to most of you middle schoolers, but this is how an index works.